Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to True Sound Studios. I'm Weezna. So today I'm going to show you guys how to connect the RME 12 mic to the RME Babyface Pro FS using the ADAT connection. Now this is going to allow us to add an additional 8 mic pre's to the Babyface Pro FS, which means we would have 10 mic pre's to record maybe a drum kit or maybe just a full band. Now yes, the RME 12 mic has 12 mic preamps on it, but there is a limitation to ADAT. Because the Babyface Pro only has one ADAT input, we can only connect 8 additional mic pre's from the 12 mic to the Babyface Pro FS. Okay, so with that being said, let me show you guys how to hook this up. So the top interface is the Babyface Pro FS. This is the main interface, which is connected to our computer. The bottom interface is the 12 mic, which is being connected through ADAT. So here, the one side of the Babyface, it just has a headphone and 2 analog ins, but the other side, these are the connections that we want. These are the ADAT connections, and most specifically, that is the ADAT in we're going to be using. So here is the back side of the 12 mic, and right here is the ADAT outputs that we want to be using on the 12 mic to connect it to the Babyface. So this is a very short 1 foot long ADAT cable that I put some shrink wrap on just so you can more easily see where the connections are going. So then we're going to connect one end of the cable into the Babyface Pro ADAT input, and on the 12 mic we're going to run it from ADAT out on the first input, or 1. And so the signal flow is going to be the 8 microphone preamps running through ADAT out, going into the Babyface Pro ADAT input. And we will not be using that ADAT output on the Babyface for this particular setup. So now we get to routing of the 12 mic, and we are going to route the first 8 mic preamps to the first ADAT output. Here I'm just showing these are all 12 microphone pre's. I'm running it right now to the MADI output, which is how I normally have it set up in my studio, but I also want it set up for ADAT right there so that I can use it with my Babyface. So I'm going to select the first 8 channels, drag this little arrow down, and it's going to connect the first 8 mic pre's to ADAT 1 output, which is all 8 channels. So this is how we're able to simultaneously send signal from the mic pre's to both the MADI and ADAT outputs. Now, if you had another interface that had multiple ADAT inputs, you could select the next 4 mic pre's and drag it to ADAT 2 output, which would allow you to use all 12 mic pre's on the 12 mic. Okay, so now that you guys have seen how to connect this together, how to route it in the 12 mic software, from here, really, we can just use the RME TotalMix and pull up our ADAT channels, and then from there, you can pan and change levels and whatnot. And then obviously we have to, depending on our DAW, arm those additional channels that come up there. But really from here, that is all the setup you need to start recording. Now there is one more option that we can actually do, and I'll do this in a separate video. But instead of using something like the 12 mic, which only gives us ADAT outputs, we could use something like the Ferrofish Pulse 16 to give us 8 analog inputs and 8 analog outputs. And this is a great setup if you want to have some external gear. Maybe you want to do some inserts in your DAW with analog equipment. And really the options are endless, but these are just some of the possibilities that you could have by using the ADAT inputs and outputs. So this will be a separate video coming very soon. So not only do I make these YouTube videos, I also mix and master full time. So if you guys are looking for somebody to mix and master your track, check out tssrecording.com, which is my website. You can listen to audio examples there and then contact me to work on one of your tracks. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, do that thing. And anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.